Okay, it actually smells very good. Moment of truth. I'm honestly not even sure if I want to try this, but I got this thing in the mail from Factor, and they do meal services. So I figure I should try it out. This honestly probably is expired because it's from like Black Friday, but we'll see if any of these codes work. Because I'm supposed to have 60% off for me and for a friend. Okay, get 50% off, free wellness shots for life. I think I'm gonna love it here. Okay, let's do it. Fuel the future you, get 50% off chef prepared meals. 2 free wellness shots for life per box with an active subscription. I'm gonna do chef's choice. No, we're gonna do protein plus. That's what I would like. I'd like 6 meals per week just because I don't want that many at the moment. Starting at $11. It's like not expensive, or it is expensive. It's like decently expensive for a little box that we're gonna get. So, or I think. So let's see what happens. When do you want your weekly delivery? Probably 2/11. Okay, so this is interesting. 6 meals per week. It's gonna be $80, but $11 of shipping. Let me try a different discount code. 9NGA0ZW. That still worked. So, and you can skip a week or cancel at any time. So, let's give it a try. I'm confused. Did I already pick what I'm eating? Oh God. That was a wet one. Place order and select meals. So weird that you place the order first and then you select the meals. Can you just leave me alone? I don't know. Continue and select meals. Tomato and Romano chicken. Roasted garlic chicken. Okay, I don't want this one. Refried beans? Absolutely not. Edit meals. Get rid of them. Shredded chicken taco bowl could be good. Blue cheese filet mignon? Absolutely. I think that's 6. What else do we got here? Peanut Buddha bowl, that sounds good. I mean, I'm assuming they kind of selected the ones that are most popular. Add-ons? I don't believe in this shit. Okay, we're gonna skip the add-ons. Don't need them. Arriving on Sunday, February 11th. Let's do this. Okay, I need to just remember to cancel this after I'm done. Okay, opening up my first Factor meals. It's kind of crazy that it got like mailed to me. There's some TRX stuff, great. I can recycle this, that's good, the little ice pack. Okay, we've got fresh, never frozen meals. Chef prepared, dietitian approved, no prep, no mess, heat and eat in 2 minutes. America's #1 ready to eat meal kit. Okay, so what do we got here? This one is the tomato and Romano. Tomato and Romano. Hard to say together. Roasted garlic chicken, peanut Buddha bowl, delish. Blue cheese filet mignon. Come on, there it is. Sour cream and chive chicken. Looks like I can do a QR code for this and like see the nutrition facts, which is nice. And then lastly, the salsa shredded chicken thighs. Okay, the real key is trying to find room in my refrigerator for these. We'll see how they taste. We're gonna start eating them tomorrow. Okay, it is time for lunch. And luckily, it's gonna be the easiest lunch ever. That being said, I just made bread and I really wanted to make a sandwich instead, but we've got all these meals, so I figure I need to eat them. Blue cheese filet mignon. Should I go for it? Yeah, we're gonna do it. Remove outer packaging and pierce plastic film a few times. 45 grams of protein in this little thing. Okay, it actually smells very good. Okay, moment of truth. Okay, that's surprisingly good. Like really good. Try the broccoli. Broccoli doesn't taste like much at all. And then this is like some kind of mash. That's decent. Decent. Okay, I give this like a 6.5 out of 10. The blue cheese butter and the steak are very good. And it's like a good meal. You know, like it's obviously very easy. It took 2 minutes to microwave this, but I think it's gonna be a little bit more flavorful. Okay, 1 meal done. Okay, second meal. What are we gonna eat today? Jared, do you know what you're gonna eat? There's tomato and Romano chicken, a roasted garlic chicken, salsa shredded chicken thighs, sour cream and chive chicken, and a peanut Buddha bowl.
I might do the salsa shredded chicken.
Do it, how great.
What are you gonna do?
That's one that I did not want. I'm gonna try the Buddha bowl, I think.
I knew it. This seems a good lunch option.
Yeah. My question is, how long do they last for? Enjoy by 2/21. What day is it? The 13th?
Yeah, it's a week.
They last a long time. Okay, Buddha bowl it is. Only 15 grams of protein in this one, which is a bummer, but I'll just have a protein drink too. 600 calories, 32 grams of fat, which is quite a bit, but that's because of the peanuts, I'm assuming. But I'm excited for the sesame broccoli. Sounds good. Okay, so we've got some broccoli here. Let's give it a try. That tastes like straight broccoli. It doesn't taste like anything's on it. And then we've got like a little, it's either carrots or sweet potatoes, peanut, and quinoa, and it looks like there are some peppers, which is tough because I'm not great with peppers. I got the stomach flu once when I was on tour, and at that point in time, I was trying to make it a thing to like eat bell peppers raw, like they were an apple, and then I just puked for days. I don't think it was because of the peppers, but since then I just really have a hard time eating them. But I'm gonna eat this, putting it all on. With this peanut sauce, it's really good. I still don't know if they're sweet potatoes or carrots. Well, they're kind of similar, honestly. Like when you cook carrots, they get a little sweet, you know? What's interesting is that like they kept the broccoli separate. When you could just put the broccoli in there with it. It is tasty. Everything in there is stuff that I really like, except for the peppers, but I can get over that. And if you were getting enough protein in other meals of your day, it's great. It's kind of nice to just have this pre-prepared and be able to make this for lunch in 2 minutes. I'll probably add an apple to this. It'll be like 700 calories for lunch, which is great. Oh my goodness. Okay, give it to us.
Honest review.
Honest review.
Salsa shredded chicken thighs with low roasted sweet potatoes and Southwest veggie medley. Okay, so I was thinking the veggie medley is good. There's not much of it. It should be like, you know.
More veggies.
But the flavoring is good.
What is the nutrition facts?
Oh wait, I didn't look. 500 calories per serving. More veggies, I think.
How many grams of protein?
34. That's pretty good.
Good. Yeah.
And they're chicken thighs, which we love.
We love chicken thighs.
Good
Yummy.
flavor. Good flavor in a thigh, I always say. It looks much more orange in real life.
Okay, so here's the thing. I have 2 of these factory meals left. And we were out of town for a wedding, so I feel like, here's a little crazy. I feel like they might not be good anymore. It says 221 and it's only 219 today, but that's so scary. It feels like these meals, like, can they really be okay to be in the fridge for like 10 days? That seems crazy. But I'm gonna go for it. Hopefully I don't get sick. Okay, this is roasted garlic chicken, which ideally I wouldn't do that because I'm making Mediterranean chicken tonight. Oh, and that's tomato and Romano chicken. Okay, I guess I'll do the garlic chicken. Oh, just for you, because I wanna make sure that y'all know if Factor's a good thing to buy or not. Okay, green beans and chicken. 2 minutes. Okay, what do we got for the nutrition facts? 420 calories for this. So it's just green beans and chicken and potatoes. And 40 grams of protein, which is pretty good. Yeah, I'll add like a couple clementines to this maybe, and then call it a day. Oh, my legs are so sore. Okay, baby. Let's do this. Smells good. It doesn't look amazing, but I think that's because it's been a week. Let me show you. Okay, so you see the potatoes just look a little funky. The chicken looks good. The green beans just look like a little wilted and old. We're just gonna do it. I mean, wouldn't it be funny if for this video I got like food poisoning or something? Did you just burp on me? Did you just burp on me? Green beans are good. Not like spectacular, but they're good. Potatoes are good. Those are actually good. And the chicken breast is good. Okay, so I'm gonna add a little bit of salt to it, because I like my food pretty salted, but generally, let's say like this is a fine meal. I find that for lunch, I just don't eat that many vegetables. So it's really nice to be able to have something that's like pre-prepared. The idea of having this every day, of just like having like a microwaved lunch, not my favorite thing in the world. It's just fine. The thing is, I could go to Sweetgreen and it'd be like $18 for a salad that feels like it's pretty fresh, which is definitely more expensive than this is, but I also don't want to have Sweetgreen every single day. So I guess if I could just do Factor like a couple times a week or every other week or something like that, maybe it'd be good. But I guess like for it to hold up for 10 days, it's pretty crazy. Okay, cool. Okay, we gotta wrap this video up. I've created a pros and cons list of all of our Factor meals because I've tried them all, except for the tomato and Romano chicken one because it went bad, which we'll get into. But let's go really quick through it because I think this is the meat and potatoes of the video. Okay, pros. There are a lot of veggies in each serving. And especially when I look at my lunches, I'm just too lazy to make veggies all the time for lunch. We always make a veggie for dinner, but normally we're just gonna have like a sandwich and an apple for lunch. And I love love that when I was eating these Factor meals, I was getting green beans or broccoli or mashed potatoes or something like that at each of the meals. Made it a little bit easier to get more vegetables and fruit in throughout the day. Pro number 2, it is incredibly easy. You put it in the microwave for 2 minutes and then it's ready to go. Obviously, if you don't cook, this is a great alternative. Number 3, it tastes pretty good. You know, each of the meals that I had, and even the meals that Jared had, none of them were bad by any means. None of them are great, but what can you expect from a meal service like this, I would say? I usually added a little bit of salt, but that's really personal preference. They were pretty tasty, and that really impressed me. And then finally, each of the meals had pretty good macros. Some of them didn't have a protein with them, like the Buddha bowl didn't. And then the protein was a little low. But you know, the garlic chicken that I had like 40 grams of protein in it, which is exactly what we're looking for a lunch, right? I try and get a lot of protein in breakfast, and then I try and get a lot of protein at dinner. And if I can get 40 grams of protein at lunch, that is more than enough to make sure that I'm hitting my protein goal for the day. So those are my pros. I think ultimately Factor is a phenomenal option for a lot of people, but I want to go through my cons list because you might see that Factor might not be for you. Number 1 in my cons list is that I am going to waste some of them. You know, I didn't end up eating this and I only got 6 meals because yes, it has a really long shelf life, like maybe too long of a shelf life. It says that today is the last day that you could eat it, and I could have tried it, but it looks a little scary and I was like, I'm not gonna chance it. But I think that I got this like more than a week ago. I do not eat food out of my fridge that is longer than like 3 or 4 days old, so it freaks me out that this is never frozen, but it still can like last in the fridge for over a week. That all to say, whenever I do some kind of meal service like this, some of it goes to waste. I just like, for whatever reason, you're not feeling it that day, you wanna go out to eat, you have something else in the fridge that you wanna eat, maybe leftovers from dinner last night. So there were a lot of reasons why we didn't finish our Factor meals, and that's just a waste of money then. It's a waste of food. So I don't love that. Number 2, depending upon where you live, it is decently expensive. It's $13.49 for my bowls, and that was with me ordering 6 of them. I think that if you get more of them, then it's cheaper, which is definitely cheaper than me going to Sweetgreen and spending $18, right? But it's also not fresh or made to order. So we gotta kind of take that into consideration. It is decently expensive. It's not something that we need. Cooking is definitely going to be cheaper for most people. And then another thing is going to be that the portion sizes are decently small. Most of the meals that I got were under 500 calories, which is gonna be great for some people. And then for someone like me, I need a few more calories than that. And so I was a little bummed. I think next time if I were to do Factor, I would look at the meals that have a higher calorie serving. But it seemed like for that, you know, $13 to $15 price point that we'd be getting a few more calories, it made it so that I would never eat one of these as a dinner. You know, I was saying in my pros that it tastes really good. There's a veggie at my lunch, which I love, but I would never eat these meals at dinner because it's just not enough food. And that really limits the amount of these Factor meals that I'm gonna eat throughout the week. Probably the most important con that I have is that I do think that to some extent they kind of discourage us from cooking, and I think that learning how to cook, taking an interest in cooking, starting to enjoy cooking, liking the process is really important, because when we start cooking, we end up being a little bit more aware as to what goes into the cooking, you know, the oils, the fat, if we're adding a veggie. And one of the ways for us to not resent the food that we eat is to prepare it and to kind of look at it a little bit more holistically. So I don't love that. I think long-term, this is not a benefit for us. If you are single and you have a hard time cooking for one, because a lot of recipes make really big portion sizes and you're not gonna eat all that, these are really good. I mean, cooking as a single person is really, really tough. I get that. So sometimes a meal service like this is going to be your best friend. I just hope that you're able to kind of find the balance between cooking and the meal service. And that's where I have a really hard time with not wasting the food. So altogether, I think that Factor is a really, really great option for a lot of people. And then for other people like Jared and me, I don't think that we'll be using it, but I did really enjoy having the meals this week. And maybe in the future, if Jared's traveling or doing work, or I'm traveling and Jared needs more meals, it's a really great option because you can just start it and stop it at any time, and I didn't have any kind of like contract keeping me with it. I could cancel it right away after those first 6 meals. So I hope this was helpful for you. I hope that you'll give Factor a try. I am not in any way affiliated with them, but I did enjoy their meals. So thanks for watching. I'll see you back next time.